Hit record really quick. Okay, Miss Terry, and I already hit record. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Where did my screen go? So somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here it is. All right, guys. So bear with me. Let me just go ahead and make sure that I get the slides up here for you guys. And we're going to get started up. So boom, 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 boom. All the way to the beginning. All right. Perfect. So let me know if you guys can see my screen. I'm pretty sure you guys can. You guys can see my screen. Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right. All right, perfect. Sounds fantastic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is September 25th, 2023. So I just want to give you guys a reminder of this conversation and how it goes down, right? So I want to remind you guys to be fully present, right? And if you're driving, obviously be present when you're driving as well, right? I don't want you guys to be distracted, but be fully present in this conversation. Bring your full attention. Eliminate distractions as much as you possibly can. Don't be scrolling on social media right now. Don't be doing anything else. Focus and stay with the conversation. Engage and drop insights on the chat. Please use the chat, right? If you guys hear something that stands out to you, please drop it into the chat. That way everybody gets connected to it. And remember that this message today is specifically for you. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Drop it in the chat if you guys are ready. Drop it in the chat if you guys are ready. I see a couple of thumbs up. All right, cool. All right, all right. There's like a couple of you guys ready. All right, like 2 or 3 of you guys are ready. All right, perfect, perfect. Thank you guys for engaging. Thank you guys for being here. Also, before I get started up with the conversation, guys, I just want to take a quick moment and acknowledge each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for taking this time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, anything that you're going through, that you've made it to this conversation today. I just want to acknowledge you for your courage. I want to acknowledge you for your diligence. I want to acknowledge you for your focus. I want to acknowledge you for being relentless. So I just wanted to share some love with you guys because you guys are showing up. You guys are plugging in, and you guys are a community of growth. So today, I'm going to be talking about the power of manifestation. One of my favorite conversations, by the way, because I've been able to get a lot of things in my life by accessing the power of manifestation. Before I get into that conversation, I'm going to get started up with the affirmations. So feel free to unmute yourselves. Let's all engage with the affirmations. Unmute yourself, unmute yourself. So let's get started up. All right. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Yes. Ready. All right. I'm a master manifester.
I'm a master manifester.
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
I am in perfect health.
I am in perfect health.
I am attracting loving and fulfilling relationships.
I attract loving and fulfilling relationships.
I am financially free.
I am financially free.
I am a source of inspiration.
I am a source of inspiration.
Every day I grow wiser and stronger.
Every day I grow
wiser and stronger.
I am grateful for all that I have.
I am grateful for all that I have.
I am confident and capable.
I am confident and capable.
I radiate love and positivity.
I radiate love and positivity.
I trust the universe to guide me.
I trust the universe to guide me.
I am resilient and adaptable.
I am resilient and adaptable.
I take purposeful actions towards my goals.
I take purposeful actions towards my goals.
I am worthy of success and happiness.
I am worthy of success and happiness.
I am the architect of my destiny.
I am the architect of my destiny.
I release fear and embrace change.
I release fear and embrace change.
I attract opportunities for growth.
I attract opportunities for growth.
I am at peace with my past.
I am at peace with my past.
And I am grateful for the present moment.
I am grateful for the present moment.
Yay, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for participating. Thank you. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. And I want you guys to get tuned into gratitude for just a moment, right? So just get tuned. If you have the ability to close your eyes right now, go ahead and do so. If you can't, don't close your eyes if you're driving, but just feel gratitude in your body. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful to hear. I am so grateful to see. I'm so grateful to breathe. I'm so grateful to think. I'm so grateful to be. I'm so grateful. Now take a deep breath and just get tuned into this moment. You guys made it. You guys are alive. You guys are here. You guys are ready. Right? So now I want you guys to visualize what it is that you guys are going to be creating this week. You know, really bring in your energy and your focus and your attention. What are you visualizing? Visualize yourself signing contracts. Visualize yourself, you know, wires hitting your bank account. Visualize your phone ringing with opportunities. Visualize yourself stepping into your greatness. How do you feel? How do you walk? How do you talk? What car are you driving? How are you dressed? Who's around you? All right, so fill in the blank with your visualization. Get connected to that. All right, awesome. Thank you guys so much for working that process towards that's actually a process of manifestation right there, right? I've been doing this in the beginning of the conversations every week, and this is part of the manifestation process, right? So before we get into the rest of the conversation, I'm just going to go into our goals, right? So our goal as a company is to serve 21,000 families, to serve and have $10 billion in volume in production, and to have 10,000 agents in growth of an organization. So that's thanks to each and every single one of you, because I cannot do that by myself. That's a contribution of the collective. And I just want to say thank you for that. So we're going to go into the local market. I'm just going to share some interesting stats here. I'm going to cover the 5 counties that are closest to me. And then we're going to get into some national stuff that I saw that is really relevant that I think you guys should know. And in LA, you know, last week we had 1,100 homes activated. Orange County, we had 342 activated. San Bernardino, we had 410. Riverside County, we got 551. In San Diego, we had 481 listings hit the market. So a lot of business. Volume closed, 1.2 billion in LA, 600 million in Orange County, 220 million in San Bernardino, 378 million in Riverside, 455 million in San Diego. So what is that total, right? Just for the last 7 days, guys, last 7 days, $2.9 billion in closed volume, 2,700 properties sold, $73 million in commissions paid, right? So the reason I like to see the numbers every single week, because you guys got to see that there's a possibility for you to create and earn as much commissions. I mean, the money is there. So it's not about you having to figure out how to make money. You got to figure out how you're going to attract money to come to you, because it's already there. That $73 million got paid to a lot of different people, right? So why not it be you? Why not it be you? This is a stat that I just saw, which I think a lot of you are aware, but a lot of more people are working remote now. So this is changing the narrative in the real estate space. So I want you guys to get really focused on really dialing in your partners across the US and beyond. Because a lot of people in the past, they had to be local to their jobs. But 27%, that means like 1 out of 4 people that you're going to connect with are working from their home. So they're going to want a home office, right? They're going to want to experience new places. So it's going to open up a whole world of options. So start to think about, if you got some buyers that are on the fence that you can't find them some inventory, start to get curious. I'm like, well, if you could buy somewhere else, where would you go to? Because this is the type of environment that we're in now. And I guarantee you guys that this 27% is only going to get bigger. People are going to be working remotely more than ever. I really believe that. And, you know, this is a big market. So 1 out of 4. So if I was you guys, I would be creating some social media content around this stuff and think about catering. Like, hey, are you finding it challenging to find properties in your local market? Why not go outside of your market? Start to showcase some properties, right? Partner up with some people. As you guys already saw in this chat, there's people here from everywhere. So if you got a hot property that you could showcase that property, because people right now can work from anywhere. So they can change their environment. How cool is that? So this was like one of the key stats that I wanted to share with you guys. And just in case I shared with you and you're like, well, I want to know my local market update, right? Because we got people here from everywhere. Go ahead and scan this QR code, guys. Scan this QR code. In 4 minutes, I will show you how to do a market update that you could share on social media to your email list. That way you can keep your clients up to date with what's happening, because every single person is always asking you like, well, how's the market? How's the market? Let them know how the market is. I do that every single week for you guys. So you guys should do that for your local market, and you could even get more specific. You guys can even go zip code specific, however you guys want to do that. So make sure you guys scan that. It's on my YouTube channel, by the way. So now I'm going to do a quick little recap. Last week, we talked about maximizing your business with multiple pillars. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mo. We got some Bakersfield stats in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Last week, we talked about maximizing with multiple pillars, right? And the multiple pillars, just so you guys know, SOI, open houses, door knocking, phone prospecting, social media, KV core. These are some of the pillars that I suggest. These are not the only pillars, but working works. Right now, we got to go back to the basics, and we got to lean in on the activities that most people are not willing to do. A lot of people got away with not doing door knocking, phone prospecting, open houses, right? Transactions were falling on people's laps. Right now, we got to be intentional with our activity. So what I would do if I was you guys and I want to maximize my production, I would lean in on all these 5 strategies and beyond. I would be doing marketing on Google, on Facebook. You would market everywhere, right? You are a marketing company first, right? And I also went over, right? Gabe said door knocking is king right now. Yes, it is. And social media is queen. I like that. I'm going to borrow that, Gabe. Social media is queen and door knocking is king. Let's go. And I also went over last week 9 reasons why you may not be winning, right? So these are just a couple of things that I see agents are doing. So make sure that you're not trapped doing any of these. Lack of lead generation, being a secret agent. You're not nurturing your leads. You're not calling enough. You're not making enough calls. You're not focused on lead conversion, right? You may be getting leads, but you kind of figure, you're like, well, I don't know how to say this or whatever. And you're just going to the next one. No, every single person you connect with, you have to learn how to maximize and find the motivation with every single customer. That's the magical ingredient, by the way, with every single person. That's how you're going to convert at a high level. You're going to lean in, you're going to listen, and you're going to find the motivation. And lack of accountability. You don't have anybody around you that knows your goals. You're the only person that knows it. And it's really easy for you to get off the hook when you don't know that. And also, I see a lot of people dropping the ball after the closing. They don't follow up. You got to train the people in your environment, by the way, and let them know that you're open for referrals. You cannot assume that people are just going to send you referrals. There's a perception, guys, especially if we're active on social media and you guys are posting your successes and posting your wins and posting your testimonies. Your clients don't understand how your business works. So you got to instruct them. You got to let them know, hey, I am available for referrals. Please let me know if I can help anybody to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate. Guys, you guys have to right now. One of the things that I see, you guys have to add the commercial conversation to everything you guys do, because there's a lot of people that are either buying a business or have to get out of a building that they no longer are generating the revenue that they used to. So there's a big transformation happening in commercial. So make sure that you guys are leaning in and adding that question, because that could turn into a lot of money. One of the guys in our team, his name is, it's not Tom, his son. See, this guy just closed a $13.5 million, Matt Balumbo just closed out a $13.5 million commercial deal. $400,000 in commission, and he went 50-50 with somebody. So that means that somebody made $200,000 on a referral. So just add that question. Add that question. I'm going to help you guys to make a lot of money right there, just with one question. So what's next? I'm going to talk about the power of manifestation. Okay. So whether you believe it or not, guys, whether you believe it or not, you're already manifesting. I want you guys to look at your life, look at your results, look at your production, look at your lifestyle, look at the car that you're driving, look at your clothes that you're wearing, look at your family, look at your friends, look at your environment, look at everything around you. You've already manifested everything around you. So I want you guys to understand that it's not something you need to learn. It's something that you're already doing. You just need to be aware that you're doing it, because you're already doing it, right? And this is what I just said. Your life is your business is a reflection of your attention. I want you guys to think about whenever you guys are focusing your attention on something, it's sort of like making a deposit into that bank account. You're making a deposit into that bank account. So when you're focusing on the problem and you're focusing on the issue, or you're focusing on the lack, you're making deposits on the lack. You're making deposits on the problem. And if you want to create solutions, my advice is that you focus on the solutions. That's where your focus should be. That's how powerful you guys are. And every day you are affirming. You guys are affirming by what you say. You guys are affirming by what you listen to. And you are affirming by what you keep thinking. Every single day, you have about 60,000 thoughts every day. So let's just be honest, guys. Do you think that all 60,000 of those thoughts are getting you closer to your goals and dreams? Are you keeping track of all your thoughts? Because I know that I'm not. I am not keeping track of 60,000 thoughts. But I'm going to show you guys how you can direct and pivot your thoughts by not having to micromanage every single thought, but by just doing a couple of things that are going to radically change your thought patterns. Because your patterns of your thoughts right now are basically just habits from the past. So that's a pretty huge number, guys. So if you're ever thinking like, why is this happening to me? Well, you may have not been paying attention to your thought patterns. You're probably not paying attention where your attention is going. You're not paying attention to where you're depositing your attention and your focus in. And this is a really good one to always remember. I always say this. What you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. Your attention is your power. Your attention is your power. And affirmations, right? That's why I started this conversation with affirmations. I want you guys to actually take the time and make affirmations that resonate with you. Make affirmations for your life. Make affirmations for your relationships. Make affirmations for your finances. Make affirmations for your business. Make affirmations of your travel. Make affirmations for everything, because those are programs. And by the way, like I said, you guys are already manifesting. You guys are already doing affirmations. By the way, if you think you're like, oh, this whole affirmation thing is just a positive thing, you are already affirming every single day without you knowing or not. Those loops, those thought patterns that you guys keep thinking about, those are affirmations. They're not self-directed. They're on autopilot, but they're affirmations. So I want you guys to think about that. And when you guys are creating new habits, new affirmations, take this on, guys. Whatever we obsess about, we expand. Whatever we obsess about, we create. So I want you guys to write them out. Like literally, like write out 100. Like be obsessed about your affirmations, but write them all out in the morning. This is what I like to do in the morning every single day. I like to write them out. That way I know where my focus, where my attention, and automatically, again, I can't keep track of 60,000 thoughts, but it influences my 60,000 thoughts. And if you are saying like, man, I still keep getting negative thoughts, guys, you have to be willing to continue to do the work and outlast those negative patterns that you've instilled that you haven't been focusing on. It's kind of like, it's like everything else. If you have old habits and old patterns, it's going to take you some time to actually move them out of your life. So I'm going to actually define manifestation for you guys, right? So just so you guys can demystify what this actually means. Manifestation refers to the process of bringing one's thoughts, desires, intentions, and goals into physical reality. It involves using the power of belief-focused thoughts and something specific technique to attract and create circumstances, opportunities, or outcomes that one desires in life. This concept is often associated with the belief that the universe or a higher power, God, responds to one's positive thoughts and intentions, helping them achieve their objectives. Manifestation is based on the idea that our thoughts and emotions can influence the event and experiences we encounter, and ultimately shaping our reality, right? That's what the definition of manifestation is. Now, this is I want you guys to hopefully this is the one key takeaway for you guys. So listen to this, what I'm going to say. This is the most important question. Where are you going? What's your North Star? Because if you don't know where you're going clearly every single day, again, you're going to manifest by default. You're going to manifest not the greatest results because you're not focused. So the first decision that you need to, the first choice that you need to make is, where am I going? How many transactions? How much money in the bank? Right? How many clients are you going to serve? Get really specific about that. What's your North Star? And once you do that, that's going to give you the ability to create all of your affirmations and everything else around it. And this is another big key takeaway, by the way. Where are you manifesting from? This is a big one, guys. I want you guys to really pay attention to this, because you could be manifesting from the past. You're going to manifest from what you did last week, what you did last month, from your environment, from your upbringing, from your experiences. I definitely think that we have to use our experiences and learn from them. And at the same time, I don't want your past to be a limiting belief on what is possible for you. Because what I do know after reading, over 200 books and going to all of these different seminars, what I know is that I don't know. That's the one thing. We are unlimited. We're capable of incredible, miraculous things. So I want you guys to manifest from a place of possibility, future-based. Most people, by the way, are not spending their time in the future. They're 60% of their focus and attention is based on the past. And then they're walking around in life.
Hold on, baby, I'm working.
And they're thinking about, like, why am I creating the same old thing over and over and over? Well, the thing is that you keep focusing on your past. Excuse me, guys. I got a little cough. Excuse me. So, is this making sense before I move on? Because I got more stuff to cover. Is this landing for you guys? Are you guys
100% making sense? 100%. Love it.
Love it. Thank you. So, you got to manifest from what's possible. That's why an environment of possibility is so important, guys. You got to surround yourself with big thinkers, movers and shakers. You got to surround yourself with people that are making you feel uncomfortable. You got to surround yourself with people that push the envelope. You got to surround yourself with people that are growth, that are all about growth. And they always say this, right? Your network is your net worth. Because, again, if you're basing it from the past, it's going to be limited on your past. And by the way, there's over 8 billion people on the planet. And there's about 8 billion different ways that you could see reality. So my invitation to each and every single one of you today is to see reality in a way that it empowers you. See reality in a way that it empowers you, not disempowers you. Because if you see reality in a way that it disempowers you, then, that's not going to give you your goals, your dreams, that's not going to create anything for you. It's going to create more of the stuff that you don't want. So one of the keys to manifest is your clarity of intention. That's why I said, where are you guys going? And these are 2 affirmations that I pulled up. If you guys want to get clear, if you're not clear of your intention and where you're going, these are 2 affirmations. I'm crystal clear about my desires, and I'm confidently move towards them. My intentions are specific and powerful, guiding me to my dreams. Pretty cool affirmations that I pulled up on clarifying your intention. And then the other thing, I also want you guys to focus on the belief and faith. Belief and faith, right? This is a huge one for manifestation, right? If you believe in God like I do, I have faith. I walk in faith every single day. And I remind myself, whenever I'm pivoting into fear, whenever I am in doubt, I know that's not faith-based. That's not God-based. So if you're a believer and you are really walking the path of faith, make sure that the moment that you pivot and you're going into fear or doubt, you're stepping out of faith. There's only one, there's only left or right, guys. So I wholeheartedly believe in my ability to manifest my deepest desires. And I have unwavering faith that the universe supports my journey. Unwavering. Not just like, not sometimes, unwavering. Just want you guys to get clear about that. That means that when you guys get a cancellation, that means when you get a negative call, that means when, like, you know, the customer bought a car at the closing table, like some crazy stuff. Are you going to have unwavering faith? That means if your bank account is low, are you having unwavering faith? That means if your car is getting repossessed, are you having unwavering faith? Your house is going to foreclosure. Do you have unwavering faith? You lost somebody in your family. Do you have unwavering faith? And I've gone through all of these things, so I'm speaking from experience. You guys have to have unwavering faith. All right, so going to church with you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Positive visualization. Right? We did this in the beginning. That's why I do this in the beginning every single time. I vividly see and feel my dreams as they are already my reality. My mind is a powerful tool for creating the life I desire. That's what it is. But you have to see it that way. Affirmations, I talked about this. Gratitude, I talked about this. I'm grateful for every moment of experience that has led me here. Understand that your journey, exactly the way it has gone for you, is exactly what you need to get to the next level of your life. I understand that right now, the market is moving and is changing. But guys, let me remind you, when is it? As soon as you guys were born, you guys signed up for a life of change. Like, this life is continuously changing. The only time that we suffer, by the way, is when we get attached. We get positional. We want it to be the way it was. But if you really get focused on being grateful for living every single day, you got to be like grateful for the newness that's coming into your life every single day. It would be really boring, by the way, to like just like literally right now with a click of a button, you got 100 million in the bank. You got every single car you've ever wanted. You got your dream relationship. You got your dream body. You traveled all over the world. Now what? And I really think that God has given us this ability to, you know, go through this process so we can really embody it, so we can become it. Because this process of manifesting, by the way, it is about getting things, but it really isn't. What it really is about is who you becoming the process. Because when you can get yourself to a position where you have nothing and you are still unstoppable, guys, that's the definition of unstoppable. That means that you are no longer stopped by anything. You are unwavering. And I also talked about the past, and this goes in alignment with it, right? Detachment. I release my attachment to outcomes, trusting that the universe has a plan, that God has a plan. I surrender to the flow of life, knowing it will lead me to my highest good. Right? So these are just some thoughts that I wrote down for you guys about manifesting. And I misspelled acknowledge, and I highlighted it for you guys, just so you guys know. That was my mistake. What you acknowledge expands. What you are against expands. I catch a lot of people saying that I'm against this, I'm against that. Well, guess what? When you say you're against something, you're creating more of it. Because again, that's a deposit. What you think about expands. What you talk about expands. Even the little, like, this is another thing, guys. I'm very intentional with the words that I use. If you guys are around me, you guys already know this. I'm always like listening in for the words. Like when somebody says try, that's like chalk and like, that's like nails on a chalkboard. I hope, that's like nails in a chalkboard. We will see, that's like nails in a chalkboard for me. Also, don't define your gifts and your talents. Like, don't use negative words to explain greatness in your life. I see a lot of people just using like casual language, and you don't understand that you're manifesting everything. Words mean what words mean. Every single word opens up a new door. What you see expands. If you guys are watching Netflix with a bunch of drama, you guys are watching the news with a bunch of drama, guess what's going to expand? More news, more drama, more problems, more of everything. Because your filter of your eyes is filtering in and saying, oh, this guy or this gal wants to see more drama. No. So be intentional about that. I literally, like, this is like, I've been working on this for a decade, guys. I got to the point where I stopped watching all television. I stopped listening to all radio. I stopped listening to all music. And I said, like, man, everything is programming me. Right? And I'm not saying I'm perfect at this because I still listen to my rap music every once in a while. I still listen to my corridos every once in a while. So I'm not saying that I'm not listening to anything like that, but I do a lot less of it. A lot less of it. Right? So what you feel expands. So you got to understand and ask yourself this question. This is a really good question to ask yourself or to get present to. What is programming you? What is programming me? What am I saying? What am I seeing? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I listening to on the television, on the radio, online, right? On Instagram, the people and the accounts that you guys follow. You guys follow accounts that are sharing negativity every single day, guys. That means that there's some part of you that wants to have the chaos and the negativity. So audit your circle, audit your Instagram. These are just like, I wanted to just clarify this. When you say, I don't want, you're manifesting. I want, you're manifesting. I am, you're manifesting. I am against, you're manifesting. Be very, very, very hyper-focused. The words that you attach to I am is going to be creating your environment, your reality, your world. So get really clear about that. There was a quote that I picked up from Brian Tracy. You are a living magnet. What you attract into your life is in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Basically, everything we've been talking about. Brian Tracy, smart man. Mr. Wayne Dyer also had this quote. I love this quote. You create your thoughts create your intentions, and your intentions create your reality. The great Wayne Dyer. Love that quote. Love that quote. And Buddha, also another great sage that lived on this planet. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. So those are the three quotes. So there's, you know what, the most difficult part of this conversation today for me was like trying to put everything that I had in my mind in like these slides. I got a lot of more stuff, by the way. So that's the conversation I wanted to have with you guys about manifestation. I'm going to go over some updates now on what the stock is with EXP. I'm going to do a quick loan update as well. And then we're going to go into intention. So EXP stock is at $16.77. We're at 2.5 billion with a B in market cap. So congratulations to all of you shareholders. And also, if you guys have already gone through onboarding or if you guys need absolutely anything, make sure you guys reach out to Ms. Terry. Thank you so much, Terry, for everything you do. Make sure you guys text her, email her, especially if you guys want to get on my calendar, by the way. If you guys need to get on my calendar to have a conversation, to do a training and coaching, please reach out to Terry. She is literally handling pretty much everything on my calendar moving forward. So, or use my calendar link. You guys all have my calendar link, but a lot of people still don't use it. So the powerful trainings for this week, we're going to be talking about our third conversation about global. We had Brent Gove last week. If you guys missed that conversation with Brent last week, man, it's, well, number one, it's on YouTube. So make sure you guys tune into that global conversation, but it was so fire. Yeah. Team A just said it was fire. It was so fire. I was like, I wanted to go take over the world after that thing. So listen to that conversation. Also, our very own Monica Singer, Diego, and Maria are having margaritas and marketing out in Bakersfield today. So if you guys are in the area, obviously stop by. They're going to have margaritas and marketing. Powerful event. We are literally 1 week away, approximately, from EXPCon. I want to see all of you guys there. I'm going to be at EXPCon. It's going to be at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. And we have a lot of our group that's going to be speaking on the stage. So go out there and support, learn. There's a lot of classes that are going to help you to add more business to your more business to your business. So make sure you guys get to EXPCon. And I talk to you guys about this every single week. So make sure you guys get out there. So now, Mr. Neil Anders, are you ready to go with our mortgage update?
Sure I am.
All right, let's go.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Leo. Want to give everyone an update of what's happening with rates. The Fed did meet last week, and they did not
raise interest rate, that Fed rate any higher, but they had very hawkish comments. It's like every time the Fed speaks, that theme song of Green Day, Walking Contradiction, if anyone remembers Green Day, plays in the back of my head because it feels like that's where their comments come from. So even though they hiked rates last week, if you notice, the market really didn't have the best reaction in the bond market. It was because of their very hawkish comments. They feel like there could be another rate hike coming up in November. They're not seeing inflation where they want it, so on and so forth. Even today, guys, here's the latest and greatest. Right now, the bond market is down 31 basis points. So we're having a rough day to start the day. This is coming off the heels of the Chicago Fed president. He met with CNBC today, and they asked him, what were these meetings about? Give us insight into what the Fed is thinking. What he basically said is he reiterated the Fed's commitment to get down to a 2% inflation rating, which is just kind of really pretty unreasonable. He said that he thinks it is very unusual that the Fed has been pushing inflation down without pushing unemployment rates much higher. Typically, the pressure that goes on bringing inflation down with higher rates hurts companies, and we would have stronger unemployment ratings, which we probably will see. It's just unemployment tends to come in arrears. So it rears its ugly head a little bit sometimes when it's too late and they realize we're really deep into a recession. Then they have to overcompensate and bring interest rates down pretty hard and fast. Guys, don't let this scare you. I've got great news coming for you, so stay with me. I even have a gift for each and every single one of you. So bear with me here. But
We
again,
love
to
gifts.
understand, we love gifts, right? So I want to
Yes.
want to make sure you know where they're really coming from. When they asked him point blank, is the Fed done raising rate hikes? That he basically said, he left the door open and said, I don't think we're going to see many more rate hikes. I think the conversation should not be when are they done hiking, but how long are they going to basically keep this at a restrictive level before they look at tapering off. So that's kind of where his comments came. Other one that was really interesting on CNBC was Beth Friedman today. Her notes, and this is again walking contradiction. She cited that demand remains very high, which is why home prices have been so strong because there's no inventory. Now check this out. She says when rates come down, there will be more homes up for sale because homeowners want to move out, and she thinks that home values will decline. Most ridiculous thing ever, walking contradiction. Because guys, understand, when rates go down, there are more homes for sale. But what actually happens is it's really a net neutral because everyone that's selling wants their upgraded home, right? So the people that make their homes available now have to find replacement properties, which is why typically when rates go down, you don't see that drop in home values. The other part of it is a lot of people that are currently renting or can't afford to buy are waiting for rates to come down so they can participate and fill up these homes that now come on the market with lower interest rates. So just again, guys, walking contradiction makes no sense. Here's the big takeaway I would do if I were you that I look at is the Fed has an agenda. Even if they knew rates were about to drop, they wouldn't tell us because that's going to reverse against inflation. They're trying to keep those numbers high. So even if they knew it was coming, they wouldn't tell us. The Fed has an agenda. Your clients watching CNBC and getting these updates, CNBC has an agenda. They want to sell ratings. They'll sell doom and gloom, whatever it takes to keep their numbers high. Here's what I know. They don't align with your agenda. So my recommendation always is we need to be our own media, which is why Leo has these calls, which is why I'm honored to provide you updates, which is why I'm honored to provide your clients updates. So here's my gift to you guys today. Let us be the one that helps provide the media to your clients and educate them. A lot of these clients may say, I've already talked to a lender. I'm already pre-approved. We don't know what that lender may be or may not be sharing with them. So let me personally hop on the phone with them. Two things is going to accomplish. One, make sure that they're fully qualified. But two, I want to motivate them through education. Let's turn nervous and unsure buyers into empowered buyers through the process of education and understanding some of these numbers. How do you get them over to me? Here's what I would recommend. Tell them the three things and write these down. Number one, there's no credit pull. No marks on their credit. That's usually their biggest concern. So no damage is done. Number two, offer a match or beat guarantee. So what can they lose? They're almost guaranteed to possibly save money is number two. And number three, they're going to get a free appraisal done so they can basically go into escrow with you, do their due diligence on a property and not spend as much money by checking it out to see if it has the right feel and value and everything they need, because that is going to come on me. I even had to have Pebbles help model for this beautiful picture of this French Bulldog on the card. So anyone that wants this, guys, drop your name and information in the chat. I've got a lot of these I'd like to send out to anyone for you participating on these calls with Leo. Let me send these gift certificates out. You can give them to your clients. And another way to get them to not just look at another to get a second opinion, where hopefully I can help educate and motivate them and get them excited to get in the market, maybe shopping for a higher purchase price, maybe looking at things they didn't know was possible, but more importantly, hopefully get them into escrow and do it with less money out of pocket. Thank you so much for letting me on, Leo.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for your energy and your contribution. And go ahead and text Mr. Neil Anders. His phone number is on the screen, 702-743-CASH. And that way you guys can take advantage of the no credit pulling, offer and match guarantee, and the free appraisal. Right? A lot of people are concerned about that. So thank you so much, Neil, for that. And I'm also, the team that you guys have around you is super important. So another instrumental individual in our team is Daisy Murillo with Centerstone Escrow. So if you guys have anything in the escrow side, please feel free to reach out to Daisy, and her contact information is on the screen. And another one of our partners is Mr. Mike Ayala with 5 Diamond Credit. Guys, you guys don't have the opportunity or the, I would say, the luxury of turning clients down right now. So if you guys got a client that is motivated to buy and their credit is not there, make sure you guys contact Mike at 5 Diamond Credit. I mean, this guy goes above and beyond. He's gotten some of my clients, 200 to 300 points in less than 30 days. So again, right, you guys have to be the resource. You guys have to have a world-class team around you more than ever. So now I'm going to go into now takeaways, ahas, or you want to create an intention for the week, right? So this is an opportunity. Feel free to raise your hand or unmute yourself or post it into the chat. But thank you guys for listening into this conversation. Who wants to go first? What are you guys going to create this week? What was your aha?
I'll go first. I was so excited to come back onto this meeting because last week was my first time being on this meeting, and it changed my week.
Yay.
You were amazing. And I said I was going to do my 2 hours of, contacting people, and a lot of appointments were set, a lot of dinner dates, a lot of goodness came out of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you sharing. And I know you have a group of individuals that are accountable for you, right? Your kids right around you. That's the most powerful thing. You got to share your goals. So thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you. Awesome. Who's up next? Who wants to hear a takeaway or an aha? Or you want to declare your goals for the week? Who's going next? Everybody's shy now. Everybody's not interested in manifesting. Come on now. Let's go.
Yeah, Leo, I'll share. I'm never.
What's up, Richard?
What's up, brother? I appreciate you for the referral.
I appreciate you. Hey, first thing this morning, bro.
We're already creating it, brother. So
Yes.
I already set 4 appointments for the week. Well, actually, no, 5. So I want to set another 5 appointments before the end of the week.
5 new appointments for the week. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right. So Richard just declared his goals. So again, this is an opportunity for you to declare your goals or share some ahas, some takeaways.
I'm going to share one more thing. I apologize. All right.
Go for it.
If you guys haven't read this book, you got to read it. 10X is easier than 2X. So I'm going to finish the workbook for it. I have the 10X book here. So I'm going to finish the workbook on how I can 10X from my current position.
I love it. It's called 2X to 10X, or is it called 10X, the Grant Cardone?
10X is easier than 2X by Dr. Benjamin Hardy. It's the guy who wrote How.
Love it. You see how marketing works? I heard 10X and I heard Grant Cardone. I'm like, wait, Grant Cardone? That's the power of branding. Thank you so much for sharing that nugget. All right, guys, any other nuggets, any other ahas, takeaways, or you wanted to declare your goals? This is an opportunity for you guys to do so.
I'll share. My goal this week is to get one new EXP realtor on our team, and towards that 10,000 plus agent goal. Yes. And open one escrow and do one solar install and get one solar person on my team as well.
1. I love it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for declaring that. You got this. All right. Who's next? Don't be shy now. You got this.
Leo, I will go next.
Mr. Sunny Singh, what's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. Aha moment. Aha moment is 7 days I completed my 75 challenge. You already know, you inspired me to do it. So that's my aha moment. My success is closing Wednesday, one escrow, and working still on my hotel one to getting closed before EXPCon. If that happens, I'll be very happy. If it happened after EXPCon, then also I'll be happy. But goal for this week will be preparing everything for EXPCon, making sure my business runs when I'm not here, and opening new escrow.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, brother. You got this. One more person and we're done for today. One more person who has a burning share to share. This is an opportunity for you to do it. Going once, going twice. All right.
I'm going to say something one more thing.
Go for it. Go for it.
The big aha moment though today was just the power of the tongue, you know, I'm always telling people, don't watch the news if you're already in a negative state. You know, do your best to avoid that. So thank you for just reaffirming that for all these people that just kind of just to not kind of to be in a state of gratitude and to be in a state of paying attention of what you're saying. So thank you, Ken.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing. And thank you. Yes, let's be, guys, I want to invite all of you guys to be intentional with the words that you use, with what you're watching, what you're seeing. All right, bring that forward. And I want you guys to really get observant. That way you guys come back next week on the next call and you guys are like, wow, I paid attention to this. Or I started saying this and this happened. All right. So, all right, guys. So let's create a great rest of your day. God bless each and every single one of you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you guys for being on. Let's go. I'll see you guys next,
Thank you,
next
You guys
class.
next week. God bless.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys. Appreciate you guys. All right. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Class dismissed. All right.